Hey everybody, I'm here with a quick story on Wendy Williams, hashtag free Wendy. Well, an expert lawyer has weighed in on the Wendy Williams situation, and this lawyer is saying that the family does have the right to file a petition. Even Wendy has the right herself to file a petition with the court to either, say, listen, I want out of this guardianship, or I want to, at the very least, exchange guardians. And also, they have the right to go to court and fight to say that they want her moved closer to her family in Florida. But the ironic thing is, this expert is saying that it's hard to get out of a guardianship. I mean, the laws to me baffle me. It seems like when you want help, you can't get help. And when you don't want them in your business, they all up in your business. Let me share a screen so we can get more into this story. Fight for freedom. Wendy Williams' family can petition the court to end her guardianship for good after Stars claims she's in a prison. So Wendy Williams' family can petition the court to end her guardianship for good, a legal expert has revealed to the U.S. Sun. In an exclusive interview with the U.S. Sun, practicing California attorney Goldie Scott said Wendy's family could take up their fight in court if they believe her guardian, Sabrina, isn't doing her job. Now, I will say this, their GoFundMe, they want to raise $50K. So far, they raised $25,000, which is not bad. But listen, all these Whitney fans, they need to come out. $50,000 is not a lot of money. It's a lot of money, but y'all understand what I'm trying to say. Sometimes people trying to raise 100,000, 200,000. They're just trying to raise 50,000 to pay for these legal fees. I totally understand the position that the family is in and this need to fight for their sister and their family member. If in fact the guardian is not doing what she's supposed to be doing, if she's slacking on her duties, if she's mismanaging Wendy's funds, if she's not providing for Wendy care in the required fashion, then by all means, I do believe the family should be fighting in order to get answers from the court. And that is the place to go. If the guardian is not providing information, is not allowing access to Wendy on a free basis, that's a problem, the lawyer claimed. And if there's no reason behind that, if there's no reason as to why the guardian is putting these mechanisms in place, then I totally agree that the family should petition a court, which they are absolutely allowed to do, in order to question what is going on with the guardian and whether or not the guardian should be replaced with another guardian or whether the guardian should be terminated. And I think Sabrina just gets a big fat F overall from the Wendy Williams documentary that was on Lifetime, which was a mess in the sense of it was good because I think it helped Wendy with this fight that she's currently trying to fight with her family. But it was a mess because I don't think Wendy would have wanted the public to see her in that light. This expert also said she does not believe the guardianship will be terminated completely, despite Wendy and the family's anger with her current situation. I don't believe the guardian is going to be terminated. If there's a problem with the particular guardian, then I can see something possibly change or be modified. But I will say getting a guardian removed is not an easy task, and it will be very difficult to do, she continued. The legal expert said it's on the family to petition a court if they have an issue with the guardian, or even if they want to move her to Florida to be closer to loved ones. If they want to go out there and say, hey, we see a problem, or we need to be moved to a different venue, a different place. She wants to move to Florida because she wants to be closer to her family. They're saying that all of this, is not easy, but they need to fight the good fight, but they have to do it in court. These are all the things that are valid and should be addressed to the court and should be requested if these are things that they believe are reasonable and viable things that need to be requested. The expert also believes since Wendy has been bashing her guardianship, she herself can petition for the guardianship to change. And, she probably had, but the way Wendy is explaining it, they're being messy. Like they're not listening to her and they're not treating her right in the sense of when she requests different things. Wendy went out there both on radio show as well as a podcast and is bashing her own guardian and is claiming that she's in a prison. Whether or not Wendy has all of her faculties in place to be able to make that kind of statement, if in fact we say that she does, that she understands the consequences of her words and she understands what she's saying, and it was of sound mind, if that is the case, then she herself could petition the court. Believe it or not, she has the right as the ward. That's what the person is called when there's a guardian. She has the right to petition a court and say, hey, I got a problem. I want A, B, and C, whatever her punch list is. It's not just the family who has the right to petition the court. Wendy has the right to petition the court and ask for modifications, request movement, termination, change of guardian. Whatever the case may be, she has the right to do that. Well, how's she going to do that when she got to get permission from her current guardian to do everything? She really doesn't have the right to do that. Because if you come to the guardian, if I'm the guardian and I want to keep getting this money they pay for you, then you ask me, can I go to the court and petition you or get the paperwork? I'm gonna be like, no. The expert added that Wendy's state of mind could be taken into account in any petition she makes to the court herself. The expert also explored issues within Wendy's family that may have excluded them from being considered as a guardian. I truly believe that the reason why we have a New York attorney at this point as a guardian was because of the issues that at the time that the guardianship was being implemented, that there were some problems within the family, that a family member wasn't provided as a guardian, or that there were ethical issues that came into play that caused the court not to appoint a family member as the guardian. Now, I will say there was rumors on the street. I did not personally see it, where people are saying that Wendy said she did not want the sister as a guardian when it was initially said that she needed a guardian. It was being said, way back when, that the son was overspending the money and that's why they didn't have the son as the guardian. But I don't know. Somebody who's mismanaged her finances is not going to all of a sudden be placed into the position again. Goldie explained. I do believe that the sister Wanda Finney, who's an attorney, or even the reporter Alex Finney, I think those are viable options. The expert claimed Wendy's sister or her niece could ask for a dual guardianship as well, or maybe don't completely replace the current guardian, but instead work with her. Maybe they can even ask for a dual guardianship. The family could be asking the court to say, hey, she's not in Florida. Her family's in Florida. We like to move her to Florida. And if the current guardian has some problems, maybe we can add a dual guardianship or a co-guardian. I think Sabrina just needs to go, period, to be honest with you. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. In an interview on Power, hold on. Okay. All right. In the interview on Power 105.1, The Breakfast Club, on January 16, the former queen of daytime TV insisted, I'm not cognitively impaired. The star grew emotional and started crying as she described her fears about possibly not going to see her elderly father, Thomas Williams Sr., for his 94th birthday next month in Miami. I don't know whether I'm allowed to fly to Miami to say happy birthday to my dad. That person that you talked about who's holding me hostage, host Charlamagne the God, then shouted Wendy's guardian name, Sabrina. I'm exhausted thinking about what if I can't see my dad for his birthday. At 94, the day after is not promised. It's not promised. The former talk show host says she wants to be allowed to simply go and pick out a fragrance for her father for his birthday at Sephora. When these family members are all in the Sunshine State, and the last time she was there was in December 2024 to see her son Kevin Hunter Jr. graduate from college, as shown in photos and video exclusively obtained by the U.S. Sun. Family sources revealed the U.S. Sun that it was just her second trip there to see her family since she was put in a facility in New York over a year ago. During her interview with The Breakfast Club, her alleged dementia diagnosis was not addressed, nor was her alcohol use or alcohol-related brain damage diagnosis. Wendy lost her infamous daytime talk show at the end of the 13th season after being absent for the entire season. Listen, and that's her and her son. Um, this is tragic. And I never forget, because I did watch the Lifetime documentary, and Wendy said, if it happened to me, it can happen to you. And listen, God knows I would never want such thing to happen to me. I'm praying that Wendy, gets out of this guardianship. I'm not saying she should be totally set free like, they did with Britney Spears, because maybe she does need someone over her. But why can't she live closer to her family where they could see her on a regular basis, and maybe work their way up to the family being able to be her guardian? Listen, guys, chat with me in the comments, and when I get opportunity, I will chat back. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. If you are a subscriber, welcome back. Everybody, thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts on this story. And I think this is exactly what the family is working on, getting a lawyer so they can petition the court to move her closer, to move her to Florida, and to get a new guardian. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget, #FreeWendy. See y'all in the next video.